Welcome back to the Thetekkitrealm. My name is Dallas, aka Inferness, and today we're discussing something that is very dangerous here on the YouTube platform and is currently at its highest point. So basically today I'm going to be telling you exactly how 23 million total YouTube accounts have been hacked and why you could most likely be hacked in the future as well, unless you take certain procedures to protect yourself. Now, YouTube definitely has not been shy of hackers throughout its entire lifetime. So many hackers have existed on YouTube and hacked into big channels just for some clout or some notoriety, I guess you could say, just to get people's attention. Most of them were pretty docile, however. Throughout history, many people who have hacked big YouTube channels ended up just giving it back to them without any problems, but some of them haven't been too nice and have actually ended up causing even worse consequences. But now YouTube is going through the worst hacking apocalypse that it's ever seen. Millions and millions of YouTube accounts have been hacked and deleted because of a recent thing that just went down in the Google DMs. And I'll get into what exactly that means in a couple seconds. But before we start this video, I have to do a quick announcement, because if you like watching YouTube videos or even making YouTube videos for yourself and want to get more subs or just want to know how to access the features of YouTube even better, then you have to go out and download this free Chrome and or Firefox extension known as TubeBuddy. Now, some OGs of this YouTube channel are probably not unfamiliar with TubeBuddy, as I've talked about it so many times in the past, but it is definitely worth your time to go and check that out and download it, because quite frankly, even if you're not trying to grow your own YouTube channel, it gives you so many interesting features that YouTube actually used to have in the past, just for you being a viewer, that you can see statistics on YouTube watch pages and all kinds of random other stuff that might be interesting to you, and it overall will just help your overall experience on YouTube be a whole lot better and quite possibly help you to not be hacked as well. So yeah, go ahead and check that out in the link in the description. So anyways, back to what I was saying. What do I mean by the Google DMs? Well, essentially, that means that this hack primarily took place by essentially targeting people through email. So basically, if you have a YouTube account, which all of you probably have a YouTube account unless you're watching this video and not signed into YouTube, which is probably very unlikely, but if you have a YouTube account, that means that you had to have made that account with either a Google Plus account or a Gmail account, which is basically just a Google account. And that's because obviously YouTube and Google are interconnected with each other, so essentially even my account has a Gmail account, PewDiePie's account has a Gmail account, every single YouTube channel has a email account linked with it, which means this is the perfect way to actually pretty much just get right into someone's account just by having access to their email. Now, so many people were targeted with these specific emails, of which this hack, the same hack that now has gotten into tens of millions of people's accounts, received this email right here. And if this looks familiar to you, then unfortunately you're not alone, because this email is almost entirely similar to an actual official YouTube/Gmail email that they would send out to you for whatever reason. Now, of course, YouTube itself would never actually send you an email asking you to sign in for whatever reason. That's just something that they would not ever do. It's kind of like one of those IRS scams when they supposedly call you and you have to pay money to them over the phone. If you know anything about life, that just does not happen. The IRS obviously doesn't call you, just like YouTube will most likely never personally email you for anything. So just to get it right off the bat, if you get an email like this or have gotten an email like this, do not respond to it. Do not click any links on it. It is fake, and it is actually the hackers that specifically targeted you. And actually, you should feel quite honored that they targeted you, because that means that you're actually kind of relevant or important in some way. But if you didn't get this email, you shouldn't feel shamed, because if anything, that's just a good thing. That means there's a 0% chance you're ever going to get hacked through this way. But long story short, when anyone would click the link that's on this, it would lead to a fake login page where you would supposedly log into your Google account, but then the instant that you would do that, you would pretty much just get all your crap hacked. And they would take all your information, harvest your account, and either delete it or sell it to someone, or, well, basically it doesn't matter, you'd be fricked. And so far, 23 million people have unfortunately fallen victim to this over the past couple of weeks, and these emails are still spreading rampant all throughout Google. So like I said, if you get something like this, just know that it is fake, delete it, reply back with a nice roasting email in return to just basically show them your feelings about it if you want. That's what I did, at least. Not that they're even gonna read it or anything. But just whatever you do, do not be someone who just clicks that link and enters all your information, because that's gonna be the end of you. And guess what? Don't think you're too clever either, because even if you have something like two-factor authentication, it doesn't matter, because these specific hijackers managed to get around two-factor authentication. So they basically can just intercept the messages that are sent to your phone or email or whatever when you log into your account, and they basically just use that as a code for themselves anyways, so they even were able to get past that. So basically, some specific ways that you can tell if an email is fake or it's by these hackers. Telltale signs such as the link shown in the body of the email, or even questioning why you should have been sent it in the first place, should be enough to pause your actions. Basically saying that the only correct way out of this is to just pretty much ignore the email. It's either that or your YouTube channel and or account is gonna get the stone cold stunner by some random kid in a basement. It's really not something that you should hope to happen to you. So yeah, make sure your accounts are safe, because if not, that could literally happen to you. It almost happened to me at one point in time, because these emails have been sent to me and so many other people. However, YouTube themselves don't seem to be really doing anything or caring about it that much. A YouTube spokesperson literally just said that there wasn't any actual proof of it happening at all, even though there literally is. Thousands and thousands of people have been basically coming out saying that their accounts were deleted and hacked out of nowhere because of these emails. So yeah. First, it's a YouTube copyright issue that they didn't want to acknowledge, but then they finally started to take into consideration, and maybe next it's gonna be this. But either way, until then, make sure that you don't fall for this, and I'll see all of you guys in the next video. Goodbye!